Hey, welcome back, gang. Welcome back to the blog. I want to introduce a special guest. This is my Uncle John McIntosh. Some of you might know him, especially if you're from the greater Sacramento area. And we're here to talk about some things that are happening right now in the Sierras. It's getting colder, snow's starting to fall, and I want to get some sage wisdom from some area shredders of some of the best powder in Northern California. So, hey, how you doing?
Pat. Oh, I'm doing great, thanks.
All right. Hey, just wanted, before we get into it, what are some of your favorite things to do or places to ski these days?
Well, in the Sierras, I think that Alpine Meadows would be one of my favorites. During the week, when the snow's really good, I think Heavenly Valley can't be beat, you know, when there's no people there, but that doesn't happen often enough. So, yeah, we ski at Alpine Meadows a lot. And then sometimes, because we have a cabin real close, we'll just run down to Homewood. You know, if the skiing's good, Homewood's sort of fun.
Best views of the lake, too.
It is. But if you have the time, Big Sky Montana is not bad.
Hallelujah. All right. Well, hey, those are some great things, and man, being the time of year it is right now, I'm just anxious to have some snow falling and get back up there. But you know, back in the day, just a little brief history. John McIntosh was one of the first sports stores in Sacramento. Like, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong or wherever I get off, but specializing mostly in tennis, skiing, and running. And but really harnessed a lot of the stuff going on with running and skiing and doing some great stuff, like really in the later 70s, 80s.
Well, son, back in the day, before you were born, actually.
Okay.
Now, I opened the store in 1966.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And it was a little tennis shop, but we couldn't make any money in tennis hardly because tennis balls were cheap, and, you know, shoes were about the most expensive, and tennis rackets were, you know, they weren't that expensive. But I found that skiing, you know, you could sell a pair of skis for $100, you know, and a tennis racket was 19. So we got into skiing, and that became our biggest deal. So yeah, started in 1966, and as I recall, you were born somewhere around 73.
Yeah, it was 73, and skis were shaped like that. And but what are some of the most fun things and most like things, just passionate things that you were involved in and happy to be doing, you know, from that time up?
Yeah, well, it was an exciting time because I was a new kid on the block. There were some ski shops in town, sort of the old, you know, established ones, and so I came in, and they didn't want me to have the head skis and the Fisher skis. And so it was hard getting that, you know, a brand that was a good ski, but K2 just started at that time. So I picked up the ski that nobody wanted, K2. And of course it grew and grew, and it was sort of neat to see those guys want to get K2, and then I said, nah, we'll keep it, you know. So that was sort of fun. The competition in the ski business is always real fun. And we were the ones that started the first big pre-season ski sale. Ski sales used to be at the end. You get rid of your old stuff, but we there was a year where there was a overproduction of ski equipment in Europe, and they had a bad season. So the suppliers gave us super deals on stuff, and then we put on a ski sale in September, and we called it the Big Mama Ski Sale. It was the mother of all ski sales. And so that was real exciting, and of course everybody was upset with us that we did that, but that's okay. If people are upset at you, if your competitors are upset at you, that means you're doing something good.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, and speaking of business, what are some kind of, like, you know, if you were to say this is something really important, if you're going to be going into business, and it doesn't even matter what area of the sports industry, and it could even be like, you know, a niche in the ski industry, what are some really key things that, you know, you would say, hey, focus on this, and, you know, don't do this? Any some things that you
no matter what you do, you want to make sure you really love doing it, because if you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to do it for a long time, and you're not going to do it very good. So if your passion is skiing or soccer or whatever your passion is, and you want to pursue that industry or sport as a way of life, then you sort of have to sit down and look at, you know, how other people are making a living in that area and sort of see if you can compete with them. And you know, there's always opportunities in every area. You just have to, you know, really focus and figure out, you know, the best way to do it. And that's not necessarily easy.
Yeah, no kidding. But as you know, not necessarily the easy things are the ones that are worthwhile doing. So, well, absolutely. Hey, what are, just before we go, what are some of the things you're looking forward to be doing on skis this year?
Well, I'm still skiing at 67. No. Thank goodness for the new skis. You know, the shape skis have added years and years to people's lives. Anyone that hasn't switched over from the old regular skis to the new shape skis that were really created because of snowboarding, they're crazy. It just makes it easy. You know, the old timers always thought, oh, it's got to be hard. You know, you got to really work. Well, it is sort of fun, just sort of, you know, gliding down the groomers. Now,
Yeah.
you know, at your advanced stage, at my advanced stage, we sort of look for the groomed areas. But, you know, nice, long, steep, fun runs are what I look forward to. And if we can just get some snow, I think we'll have it.
All right. And again, at your resorts like Alpine and Homewood, are you going to be going to Big Sky this year?
We don't have a trip planned yet, but it would be nice to do that. You know, I guess if Tahoe doesn't have good snow, we'll go wherever it is. And I do think we're going to get out to Utah. There are some good ski areas in Utah. But and then once you're in Utah, well, actually, Big Sky is only about 8 more hours south or north. And so we'll get some days in. Yeah.
All right.
I think we'll try for 10 to 14 days of skiing this year.
It's a good average.
That's not bad.
All right. Hey, well, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks again for
Hey, it's
joining
my
us on the
pleasure.
vlog.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime, little Pat.